Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back, and today we are once again discussing Red Dead Redemption 2. And 2017 has been quite an interesting year. We began this year wondering when Red Dead Redemption 2 would be releasing, but that led to silence and more silence and more silence. Until finally, back in May, what many fans feared happened, and that was Rockstar confirming the game was being delayed to spring of 2018. But here we are at the tail end of 2017, and hopefully just about 6 months away from now we will finally have our hands on this new installment. But today we are going to take a look at everything that we learned about Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2017, because while Rockstar may have had very little to say about their highly anticipated upcoming game, we still got a ton of information. From our official introduction to Arthur Morgan, to some of the teased gameplay features, and to the various leaks that have given us a better idea of what this upcoming western will be like. But before we get to all of that, let's quickly dive into what we knew entering into 2017. Well, Rockstar Games announced Red Dead Redemption 2 in mid-October of 2016, there had been a long line of rumors dating back years that hinted that Rockstar's next game following Grand Theft Auto 5 would be Red Dead Redemption 2. Leading up to the official reveal of RDR2, Rockstar provided us our first look at cover art for the game, showing 7 outlaws, and alongside our first trailer, we got this description for the game, saying Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epic tale of life in America's unforgiving heartland. The game's vast and atmospheric world will also provide the foundation for a brand new online multiplayer experience. But the first trailer for this title was a massive tease, which really emphasized on showing the beautiful world and wildlife. While we did get some voiceover from Arthur Morgan, whom we were introduced to only just a few months ago here in 2017, this trailer was mainly just an announcement revealing Rockstar Games' first title made specifically for the Xbox One and PS4. But besides just this trailer, we also got our first look at the world map of Red Dead Redemption 2. This was leaked in April of 2016 and later backed up by Rockstar sources who spoke to Tech Radar. While this may not be the exact final world map, based on some amazing investigative work here in 2017 by the folks over at the GTA forums, it looks like a lot of the locations featured on this map back up with what Rockstar Games has showed us officially for Red Dead Redemption 2 in screenshots and trailers. Interestingly enough, it appears that some of the locations featured on this leaked RDR2 world map connect to Red Dead Redemption, with the biggest one being Tallulah Jetty, in which on the back of the wrecked Serendipity there is writing that says Tallulah Jetty. Additionally, this map also shows us that part of Red Dead Redemption's world will return with West Elizabeth, which makes sense being that Dutch van der Linde's gang operated out of that area, and again based on our newest trailer here in 2017, Dutch van der Linde's gang will be returning, playing a big role in this game's prequel story. This world map also appears to be 1.5 times bigger than Red Dead Redemption, which isn't as big as Grand Theft Auto 5's, but personally I don't think that will be much of a problem, as we clearly won't be racing 200-mile-per-hour cars. At least I don't think so, and hope so. Besides just our first trailer and this world map, we did get some other interesting things, such as a known Grand Theft Auto Online leaker claiming a PC release would be happening like Grand Theft Auto 5 coming months after the console release, and that the game would be a lot like Red Dead Redemption in terms of some of the features like gang hideouts and some of the open world type of stuff. We also had this image that many believe is a very early look at RDR2 that was found on a Rockstar employee's portfolio, which would later be taken down once it received widespread attention. Also, a former Rockstar artist had some eye-catching western concept art, which some believe could have been for Red Dead Redemption 2, but again after widespread attention the art was deleted from their portfolio. PlayStation announced that they had a partnership with Rockstar Games for RDR2, meaning that PlayStation 4 players will receive online content first, and Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, described RDR2 as a big, sprawling, optimistic view of America again, and that's not meant to be cute. They also would say that the game would have incredible emotional depth, and claimed that RDR2 would feature great story elements and great gameplay elements. So entering into 2017, while we didn't know much about this upcoming game, we still had a good idea that this game was going to be a prequel, and that was also largely based on the fact that Red Dead Redemption was set during the Dying West, which it only made sense that would go back before civilization took over and killed the Wild West. But we also knew based on the cover art for the game, as we clearly could see that Dutch van der Linde, Bill Williamson, and John Marston were among 4 other outlaws that will star in Red Dead Redemption 2. And if you played Red Dead Redemption, you would know why the game has to be a prequel. But for the most part, that is what we knew entering into 2017. Now, while Rockstar Games was silent up until announcing the game's delay in May, we did get some other interesting leaked information before this, involving the game's voice actors, one of which is Roger Clark, who many believe is Arthur Morgan, and he was accidentally caught watching some of my Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, in which he liked it, not knowing that his likes are public on YouTube. But what was found with Roger Clark and some of Red Dead Redemption's original cast was a connection through social media. Benjamin Byron Davis, who played Dutch van der Linde, Steve J. Palmer, who played Bill Williamson, and Rob Wiedoff, who played John Marston, all appear to be returning, reprising their roles. So yes, it looks like Rob Wiedoff, who left the industry to settle down shortly after Red Dead Redemption's release, but had previously said he would return if Rockstar came knocking, is coming back to reprise his role as John Marston. Additionally, some other new voice actors that will be in Red Dead Redemption 2, possibly in the main cast, include Gabriel Sloyer, who appeared in Grand Theft Auto 5 as Oscar Guzman, Peter Blumquist, who appeared in L.A. Noire as Harlan Fontaine, Callie Moore, and Noshir Dalal, best known for appearing in Fallout 4 as Brotherhood Knight Reese, and in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 as Khalil. But now to our unfortunate Red Dead Redemption 2 delay news. Rockstar Games revealed the game would not be coming until spring 2018. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, would later add that the game was coming in the fiscal 2019 year, which means anytime after April 2018. Rockstar Games would also provide us with some new images showing extremely detailed weapons, dual-wielding revolvers, a mysterious stagecoach with some men guarding it, our main character who is at the center of the game's cover, later revealed to be Arthur Morgan walking into a town, and just some other beautiful shots of the game's open world. Following this, Take-Two Interactive would again catch headlines, but for the wrong reason, as they discussed microtransactions, which many fans are unsure of how it will be implemented into Red Dead Redemption 2. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick claimed that they had been under-monetizing users and felt that they could do more, which really escalated fears for Red Dead Redemption 2. Next we have is an interesting report coming from comicbook.com, who said Rockstar was looking at incorporating cross-platform play for Red Dead Redemption 2, but they were unsure if it would happen since it's well known that Sony does not want to do it. Then an anonymous Rockstar employee spoke with YouTuber Pretty Good Gaming discussing the working conditions at Rockstar, and also confirmed that GTA Online shark cards would be coming to Red Dead Online in the form of, quote, bonds, unquote. But now to late September, Rockstar revealed our second but first real trailer for RDR2, revealing and introducing Arthur Morgan. The description for this trailer, and more than likely the synopsis of what this upcoming game's story will be about, was also provided, saying, the story of outlaw Arthur Morgan and the van der Linde gang, as they rob, fight, and steal their way across the vast and rugged heart of America in order to survive. Within this trailer, we again got to see the amazing upgraded game engine Rockstar is using, in which we could see the usual amazing attention to detail with Arthur Morgan blinking when he shoots his dual-wielding revolvers, horses spitting as they run by, clouds moving in the sky which could hint at dynamic weather, and much more. This trailer also gave us our first look at the story, revealing Dutch van der Linde and some new characters. But it also showed off some of the gameplay features, such as the bow and arrow being introduced, the ability to swim as we can see Arthur Morgan walk through some type of bayou region, also customization possibly being in the game with our weapons, characters, and saddle. Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be a game with various regions for us to explore. As we could see in the trailer, we also know that there will be a much greater Native American influence throughout the game. Now, only days after this trailer, a massive leak popped up. This leak dates back years ago, but based on the introduction to Arthur Morgan, it directly aligns with what we've seen thus far. This leak gave information on the story, gameplay features, characters, and much more, but also pointed out that the Pinkerton Detective Agency will have a big role within the game, which would make sense since the early FBI was not formed until 1908. I will not discuss much about this as it is a bit spoilery, but this leak that came years ago stated that Arthur would be our playable character. It also detailed that this game at one point was in development hell, with Rockstar's management not being impressed and wanting the game to be innovative. But I will leave a link in the description if you wish to hear all of this leak. While it doesn't give too much away, it still details quite a bit about Red Dead Redemption 2 that some of you may not wish to hear. Now to late October, Rockstar Games conducted a few interviews with IGN and Game Informer. While the main discussion was on Grand Theft Auto Online, Red Dead Redemption 2 was discussed briefly, Imran Sarwar, Rockstar's director of design, spoke about some of the worries with RDR2, saying quote-unquote, "For all the single-player fans who hate multiplayer games, please be aware of this. We're working flat out on Red Dead Redemption 2. Having successful multiplayer games lets us take the necessary time with single-player games to make them all they can be, especially complex when working on new systems as we are right now. Although sometimes there are resource conflicts, most of the time, both game modes support each other." From this comment alone, it does seem that Rockstar is saying that RDR2 is a single-player focused game, which is great for most of us players that really are looking forward to this upcoming game for the story. Rockstar's Imran Sarwar also confirmed that Grand Theft Auto Online would slow down when RDR2 releases, saying quote-unquote, "We don't yet have a fixed endpoint in mind, but the rollout of updates may change a little in order to encourage players to try Red Dead Redemption 2 when it launches. It would be great to have players splitting time between two incredible worlds, but we shall see how things evolve." This now leads us to our latest news, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2's little treasure hunt in Grand Theft Auto Online. By completing this challenge, players earn a variation of the double action revolver for Red Dead Redemption 2. This challenge also featured a treasure box which has a logo that we previously saw in RDR2's images back in May, this confirming the Bowles Overland Stagecoach Company. We still don't know if there is any importance to this company, but it certainly has a place in Red Dead Redemption 2's world. This treasure also may just be the beginning of Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online having a little crossover, with Rockstar potentially doing this with more items in the future, possibly maybe when Grand Theft Auto Online or Red Dead Online has a big update. But this is where we are right now. Certainly there's a lot more in-depth videos I've created discussing the open world, characters, story, gameplay, weapons, animals, and much more, but this is where we are. In recent days, there's been an interesting release date that popped up claiming that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming June 8th. We'll have to wait and see, as there's been numerous fake dates popping up in the last year or two. This date does have some credibility, as the Danish retailer kind of leaked Grand Theft Auto 5's next-gen release date, missing it by 4 days, but honestly I think that may be just a bit of a stretch. But this release date does make sense, especially since we're about 6 months away, and that technically is in spring 2018, but marketing has to begin very soon. Rockstar Games has been far too quiet, which is why many worries are floating around of another delay to fall of 2018. Hopefully in the start to 2018, or maybe in the last remaining days of 2017, Rockstar shocks us with some type of reveal for Red Dead Redemption 2. As much as we like to believe we know Rockstar, we do not. They're extremely spontaneous and could out of the blue have a big reveal minutes after this video goes up. But the clock is ticking, and if we don't hear anything officially soon, a fall 2018 release could happen. Although with the recent Grand Theft Auto Online treasure hunt for Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe that's some indication of something coming soon. Let's just hope. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video if you did enjoy or found any informative value, and let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 2, but also consider subscribing to me, as I'm the best source for everything RDR2, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook to stay up to date on future videos and news. Also join the discussion on Discord, all the links will be in the description below, and lastly remember, Outlaws to the end.